We've illustrated that the Pats can play with anyone. They're playing as good a football as anyone. We all watch the rest of the league. Thursday, Friday, yesterday. Got a real good view, real good gauge for the second time in a couple of weeks. When the Pats are on Thursday Night Football, you got to do the same thing. You'll get to do it again next week when the Pats are on the bye week. I don't see another team where I look at them and go, the Pats cannot hang with that team.
I don't know how you could.
Maybe I thought it was the Rams going into the weekend. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Like they lost to Carolina, who you smoked. So I'm not telling you that's a lock, but
no, it's not.
It's not like you can't play with the Rams or they're playing on another level from you. What's a realistic expectation for this team this year?
I think it's divisional round. I mean, I think, as much as we want to say, hey, they can play with anybody, yeah, of course, but they could also lose to any of these top playoff teams. We'll see on home field advantage. They may or may not have that. Like, we don't know. Like, they might have the bye, they might not. If they have the bye, then obviously you're already in the divisional round, and then you can get greedy and you want more. So but you can finish with the same record as Denver, lose the tiebreaker, and have to play wild card weekend. And if you have a home game against Houston, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, like, let's say Buffalo, that's not like a gimme win, and like I would still overall do the whole thing where I'd be like, that's a successful season. You made the playoffs for a 4-win team, blah, blah, blah. But sitting here today, going into the Week 13 game, they should be one of the final 4 teams in the AFC.
So, okay, wow. So you have final 4 teams in the AFC. Sorry, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
I would just tweak what you said. You said at least divisional round. I would just say they should win a game. So if you have the bye, I don't want
now you're in the conference championship game.
I don't want you losing at home with the 1 seed, losing that first game. I would not feel like that is what should happen.
Matchup also really matters.
It does.
Because if the first game is against Mahomes or Allen, that's so much different than like C.J. Stroud or the corpse of Aaron Rodgers.
That does matter. Yeah. So let's let
or
that
Daniel
play
Jones.
out.
You might play Daniel Jones in your first game. Like, all right, you should win that game.
Let's let that play out and let's see how it goes. But I'm not going to crush them for losing to the Chiefs, I don't think. Although we're also at one end of our mouth saying I'm not going to crush them for losing to the Chiefs. Out the other, we're saying they're done and they're 6-6 and they're the 10 seed.
Well, but I mean, I don't know if they're ever really done. Like, I'm waiting for the Undertaker gift for Mahomes, and it's just something about like Mahomes in the playoffs.